Good morning, wrestling fans. Today is June 6th, 2023. Lance Brock here for this Tuesday morning episode of Good Morning, Wrestling Fans. Hope everyone is having a great day so far. Just a reminder, last night, in case you missed it, 360 Wrestling Fanatic episode 418, talking all about last night's WWE Monday Night Raw, and just go over that episode of Raw just a little bit again. Had the Miz TV segment with the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes, and Miz brought out Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley, which kind of looks like we could be seeing a brief feud between these two. Maybe we could possibly see a match between Cody and Dominic to kind of keep Cody busy until Brock Lesnar returns and they can have their third match in the series. I think this actually could be pretty good. And not just in the ring, but I think Dominic, as of late, has had so much heel heat, and he has been playing this character very well. Dominic, when he's out there, gets booed so much and is hated by the fans so much, but it's the good kind of heat, though. It's not, to use the old saying, X-Pac heat, where they want him to go away and they don't want to see him. It's that he's playing, or he is such a heel, and they hate him and want to see the babyface at Cody Rhodes in this feud go out there and beat him up. And I think they could work a pretty good match together, actually. Of course, Cody Rhodes, the more experienced between the two. Also last night, speaking of another fellow Judgment Day member, Damian Priest challenging Seth freaking Rollins for the World's Heavyweight Championship, which was a very good match, and it ended with Finn Balor coming out to the ring, even though Damian Priest said earlier on Raw that Judgment Day would not be at ringside, and when he saw Balor there, he just said, "Why are you here?" And Rollins ended up defeating Priest with the stomp, which you could go either two ways with this. At the end of Raw last night, there was a stare down between Seth Rollins and Finn Balor. So one way you could go is where Finn Balor will be the next challenger for the World Heavyweight title, possibly at Money in the Bank. Or you could set up for a split with Judgment Day, like I talked about on 360 Wrestling Fanatic last night. In case you missed it, I said you could have Finn Balor and Damian Priest feud, and then separate Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley away from them and just have them on their own. I think for this feud, I think Damian Priest would probably make a good babyface and have Finn Balor as the heel. Well, it did seem like that kind of yesterday with, I know Balor didn't actually cuss him the match on purpose, or wasn't. I wouldn't say he really turned on him, but it did seem kind of like a tease that it could kind of lead to that. And another really good match on Raw last night that I recommend checking out in case you missed it. Kevin Owens and Gunther. Very good match between those two. And it looks like this feud between Imperium and against Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens is going to continue. I wouldn't be surprised if this does lead to a tag team title match, so Imperium can have both the Intercontinental Championship and the Undisputed Tag Team Championships, and then they can talk about having the power in WWE. But I don't see them winning the titles anyway, or at least not right away anyway. I kind of see them having Sami and Kevin have a pretty long run with the titles, but who knows, I could be wrong. But I definitely wouldn't be surprised if we see Imperium challenge Owens and Zayn for the titles. I'm sure it will be a very good match as well. Also, on this Tuesday morning episode just a few hours ago, I saw on AEW's Instagram that it has been made official at Forbidden Door, the joint pay-per-view with All Elite Wrestling and New Japan Pro Wrestling. We will see the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, and Kazuchika Okada go one-on-one. I'm sure this is a match that is on a lot of wrestling fans' dream match list. And it was one probably a lot of fans have been wanting to see for a while. It will take place at Forbidden Door the 29th this month. And also, we found out that the IWGP United States Champion Kenny Omega will be defending against Will Ospreay, which is another one. It will be a very good match on Forbidden Door. So that is 2 official matches we have now heading into the pay-per-view. If this year's Forbidden Door is anything like last year's, the first one, it should be a great show. Definitely had a lot of great wrestling on it last year. And tonight we have NXT on USA, and right after that, over on Vice, we have a new episode of Dark Side of the Ring. This week's episode is about Magnum TA, which I think should be a very good episode. And not making any promises, but I hope to have a new episode of 360 Wrestling Fanatic tonight. Might talk about NXT, and we'll probably definitely talk about tonight's new episode of Dark Side of the Ring. So far, I know this is only the second episode, but this season does look like it's going to be a good one. And that's all for this morning's episode of GMWF. Thank you everyone for tuning in on this Tuesday. Remember, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, or if you just want to say anything, you can in the comments section right here on Spreaker or whichever app or website you listen to on, if they have a comment section. And also, if you have a company or a business or any kind of product you want to advertise right here on 360 Wrestling Podcast, GMWF 360 Wrestling Fanatic, you can. I'll try to help you out, try my best, and hope we can work something out. Once again, email me 360wrestlingpodcast@gmail.com. That's it for today's episode. I'll talk to everyone tomorrow on the Wednesday episode as I preview AEW Dynamite. Hope everyone enjoys NXT and Dark Side of the Ring tonight. But until then, have a great pro wrestling day.